Hey guys, Paradox here, and I just wanted to do a video explaining to you guys how you get zombie gear and the zombie skin for your character in multiplayer. And when you get the gear unlocks in here, they'll show up on your screen in-game as a supply drop. And when you go back to multiplayer to check your supply drops and you wonder, whoa, how come they're not here even though they popped up on my screen? Well, the reason behind that is because it automatically opens your supply drops for you and puts the gear or the skin in your inventory under your operator customization. So you will find them in there. Now, in order to get the skin and the gear, you want to play survival, of course, but you don't want to go to find game. You don't want to do a public match because of three reasons. One, because the people in there might not have played it before, might not be that good, and you can't get to a high round. Two, because you have to do certain maps in a certain order, and you want to be able to make sure you do them in a certain order, otherwise it doesn't work. And three, because the difficulty is much higher and harder on public match. So what you want to do is you can go to private match on survival, and you can do this with friends or you can do it by yourself. I personally did it by myself, and to do this right and to run it through all the way, get all the gear and the skin, it takes roughly about 6 to 8 hours depending on how good you do. And so if you want to do a straight run through it, you need to make sure that you have plenty of time freed up. So let's get into this. To do this, you want to go to private match, and then you want to go to game setup, difficulty, keep that on regular, that's the easiest way to do it. Support drops enable, join in progress, that's preference. And then maps. Okay, now you see here there's tiers. You have to complete tier 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Now to unlock each one, it will say by the description under the map name how many tiers, or how many rounds in that tier you need to complete before you reach the next one. Like if I were to not have completed this, I go to tier 2, it would tell me I need 75 rounds to get to tier 2. Now, for tier 1, you have to complete 50 rounds on any of the 4 maps. Tier 2 is 75 on any 4 of these maps in tier 2. Tier 3 is 100, and that's on any of these maps in tier 3. And then once you do that, you will get Riot, and on Riot, 1 through 10 is all regular survival enemies, and then once you hit 11, that is when you get the zombies. Now the zombies round only lasts for about 1.5 to 2 minutes, and then it gives you a countdown timer and you have to escape. And once you escape, you get, I believe, 1 or 2 trophies and you get the zombie skin. Now you can't just jump straight into Riot and get the zombie skin and expect to get everything else, because you have to complete each tier, and as you progress through the tiers, you will get the rest of the zombie gear. And what I recommend for tier 1 is to do either retreat or biolab. And then for tier 2, I recommend horizon, but mainly instinct. Instinct, you want to stay in the cave area, and that's your best spot. Tier 3, I recommend recovery. That's the best one out of all these, I believe. And you go into the dome, or the observatory, I guess you could say, and hold down that area. Have one person watching each door. If you're playing solo, it's not that bad. Otherwise, if you're playing with a party, make sure to have people watching each door. And then tier 4, like I said, it's pretty easy and only takes maybe 15 minutes to complete. So that is about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that helps you guys out when it comes to wondering about the zombie gear. Alright guys, well thanks for watching, and have a great day.